It's not every day the ATF actually backs off. After the political shift in 2025, something wild happened. Gear that had been buried in red tape started showing up on shelves again. Suppressed rifles, braced pistols, PDWs that lived in a legal gray zone. Suddenly, they were moving through channels cleanly without the usual months-long limbo. No more games, no more guesswork, just approvals, and the kind of kit shooters have been itching to run for years. We're talking real changes, not marketing gloss. Integrally suppressed platforms that used to take a year to process. Pistol caliber carbines and PDWs reclassified overnight. Designs that went to court and walked out with rulings in their favor. If you like gear that pushes the envelope, or you've been waiting for the green light on something that used to be untouchable, this list is for you. Today, we break down 8 firearms making a comeback under Trump's 2025 administration. These aren't trinkets. These are purpose-built tools that matter for home defense, compact carry, and real suppressed work. Let's dive into the top 8 platforms that moved from legal purgatory back into the hands of shooters. Smash that like, subscribe, and stay with Survival Gear Armory. You don't want to miss the ones that actually change how you kit up. B&T GHM9 Compact Gen 2. If you know, the B&T GHM9 Compact Gen 2 has been a quiet legend in the pistol caliber carbine world. Swiss precision wrapped in a tactical package that just feels right. Blowback operated, smooth as butter, and built like it came out of a watchmaker's lab instead of a factory. But here's the deal. For a long time, this gun was living in a legal twilight zone. Its telescoping brace had the ATF twitching like they'd found a loophole in the matrix. Some FFLs wouldn't even touch it. Nobody wanted to poke the bear. Then came 2025. Brace rules rolled back. The fog cleared. Suddenly, the GHM9 Compact was back where it belonged, classified as a pistol again. No tax stamp. No NFA drama, and that means freedom. A slick 9mm platform that eats recoil like a subgun, runs Glock mags, and fits in a backpack without advertising you're armed. We're talking about a full-length top rail, ambidextrous controls that click like a Swiss clock, and just under 5 pounds of sheer control. This thing isn't just soft shooting, it's point-and-click easy. You can rip fast transitions, pie corners, or dump mags on steel without it fighting you. And for once, you can own it without wondering if it counts as a rifle, a pistol, or an ATF trap. Bottom line, if you've been dreaming of a pistol caliber carbine that finally delivers engineering excellence and legal peace of mind, the GHM9 Gen 2 just graduated from wish list to add to cart. Sig Sauer MCX Rattler PCB. Next up, one of the most compact rifle caliber beasts on the planet, the Sig MCX Rattler PCB. Think of it as the honey badger that hit the gym and learned manners. This thing folds smaller than your truck's glove box, but spits out 300 blackout or 5.56 NATO with authority. For years, though, the Rattler sat in limbo. Sig's pivoting contour brace was a masterpiece of engineering, but the ATF couldn't decide what it was. Pistol? SBR? Contraband in waiting? Most owners just locked them away, afraid to test the waters. Then came the 2025 reversal. The brace rule got torched, and the Rattler came howling back. Now? It's 100% legal. No stamps, no gray area, no sleepless nights waiting on approval letters. Let's talk hardware. The Rattler's monolithic upper makes it as rugged as they come. Its gas system handles everything, from subsonic suppressed loads that whisper in the dark to spicy supersonic rounds that punch hard. It's a truck gun, home defense carbine, and range hammer all rolled into one under 18-inch E. Sure, it costs around $2,500, but that price tag buys you real reliability. The kind that runs clean or dirty, suppressed or unsuppressed, without throwing tantrums. If you need a rifle that hides like a pistol but hits like a carbine, the Rattler PCB is back on the menu and ready to run like hell. SilencerCo Maxim 9. Most handguns tolerate suppressors. The SilencerCo Maxim 9 was born with one. No screw-on cans, no thread adapters, no Frankenstein setups. Just a fully integrated suppressor baked right into the slide and frame. The Maxim 9 lets you choose between two modes, short and compact or long and whisper quiet. Run subsonic 9mm through it and you'll get Hollywood-level quiet without frying your ears or waking the neighborhood. But here's why it vanished: the NFA wait times. Nobody wanted to drop $1,400, then wait 6 to 12 months for a tax stamp. The demand died not because the gun failed, but because bureaucracy did. Then, post-2025, things changed fast. The new DOJ streamlined suppressor approvals. It's still a stamp, but not a year-long nightmare anymore. The Maxim 9 is back in rotation, and suddenly every serious shooter is giving it a second look. This pistol is perfect for home defense, indoor ranges, or training without Ear Pro. You can mount an optic, feed it subs, and have a ready-to-run, hearing-safe sidearm right out of the box. And because it's modular, you can tailor it, run compact when you're mobile, long when you want peace and quiet. No more duct-taping solutions onto a Glock and hoping it cycles. This is the future of suppressed pistols, purpose-built, tuned, and finally accessible again. Franklin Armory RS7. Franklin Armory built the RS7 to sit exactly where rules get fuzzy. It was designed to be different on purpose. No rifling, a straight-cut barrel. That's not a typo. No twist, no conventional rifling, which legally nudges it out of the usual rifle-shotgun definitions. The idea is simple. If it's not a conventional rifle or shotgun by design, then federal NFA rules don't automatically apply. That's where the ATF tried to shut it down. They argued the RS7 strayed too close to banned territory. Franklin Armory fought. A federal court sided with the maker, and the Department of Justice didn't push an appeal. Result? The RS7 came back, legally available without a tax stamp. What you get on the RS7 is a compact package that gives you rifle-caliber punch without the NFA headache. Short barrel, forged aluminum receivers, and a pistol-length gas system mean it behaves more like a compact, hard-hitting platform than a novelty. It ships with a vertical foregrip and B5 Bravo furniture, and Franklin specced a Triumph muzzle device to tame the bite. Chambering choices include 5.56 or 300 blackout, so you can tune it to mission profile, whether you want lighter ammo or subsonic suppressed performance. This isn't a toy for court cases. It's a tool that proved its legal standing. If your priority is rifle power with pistol convenience, the RS7 is the most practical answer in this list. It travels across state lines without permission slips. That alone changes how you plan a kit. No stamp, no paperwork trail that ties you to ownership. Just a compact, high-performance option that's safe to move and run. Real talk. Designs that deliberately skirt classification lines are bold. The RS7's legal victory matters as much as its performance because it sets precedent. For anyone who worries about logistics and transport, the RS7's return means a powerful, small platform you can actually use without regulatory knots. Daniel Defense DDM4 ISR. Some rifles get a can tacked on after the fact. The DDM4 ISR was born with the can in mind. It's not an AR with a suppressor stuck on the end. The suppressor is integrated into the design. That matters. It changes handling, gas dynamics, and legality in big ways. Daniel Defense pinned a 9-inch barrel and welded on a suppressor to keep overall length at a legal 16 inches. That means the rifle qualifies as a rifle without becoming an NFA headache. You register the suppressor, not the gun. One stamp, done. No Form 1 remapping of your life. The ISR is built around 300 blackout and tuned for subsonic performance, but it handles the full range from 110 grain supersonics to 220 grain subs without drama. Gas system tuning, cold hammer-forged barrel. Daniel Defense didn't treat suppression as an afterthought. The gas system is adjusted to feed reliably across the oddball loads you use suppressed. The barrel construction keeps accuracy and durability high. What users notice right away is balance. Integrally suppressed rifles shift mass rearward. That makes follow-up shots feel smoother. No nose-heavy, awkward swing. No fighting the can. For people who actually run suppressed rifles for home defense or close-quarters work, the ISR behaves like a duty tool, not a craft project. The policy change after 2025 reopened the market for rifles like the ISR. Before that, integrally suppressed designs were borderline. Approval bottlenecks and reclassification fears sidelined innovation. With approvals moving again, rifles purposely designed around suppression can thrive. If your priority is a quiet, reliable rifle that doesn't feel like a compromise, the ISR is the textbook pick. Q, Sugar Weasel. The name sounds playful, but the Q Sugar Weasel is all business. It's the stripped-down, hard-running younger sibling to the honey badger. Q kept the DNA short, fast, and optimized for suppressed subsonic performance, but leaned into forged aluminum to keep cost and weight sensible. Key features line up with the honey badger's reputation: a 7-inch barrel, adjustable gas block, and Q's signature cherry bomb muzzle. It was made to sing subsonic suppressed, but don't be fooled. It'll bark with supersonic loads if you dial it there. That versatility is the whole point, a tool that works quiet or loud, depending on what you feed it. Like many braced pistols, the Sugar Weasel suffered during the brace crackdown. The ATF flirted with treating braced pistols as SBRs, and dealers paused shipments. Buyers sat on their hands. Q went quiet while the legal dust settled. Post-2025, the policy reversal cleared the path. The Weasel returned to being a pistol. No tax stamp, no NFA stress. Weighing under 5 pounds and short enough to disappear in a backpack, it's perfect for maneuverability. Clear a room, move through tight spaces, or keep something compact for vehicle carry. At around $1,700 in the original listing, it's not budget gear. It's a performance tool for shooters who value compact suppressed capability. What the Sugar Weasel offers is simple: a serious 300 blackout host that's light, fast, and designed around the suppressed experience. If you want something that's been battle-tested in the design world for quiet operations and still performs with supersonic loads, it's back, legal, and ready. Maxim Defense PDXSD. If you need a suppressed rifle that behaves like a tool and not a workshop project, the Maxim Defense PDXSD is the textbook example. Call it what you want: surgical, compact, duty grade, but call it reliable. This isn't a can someone slapped on the end of a barrel. The PDXSD's integral system is deliberate and heavy-duty. Specs that matter: a 5.5-inch barrel, an oversized integrated suppressor, the soup can everyone jokes about, and a package built to keep back pressure down and reliability up. That big can isn't for looks. It reduces gas blowback, controls fouling, and keeps the overall length under 24 inches while delivering suppression that actually works indoors. That balance matters. If you're clearing rooms or operating in tight spaces, you don't want a rifle that vomits gas into your face or chews through parts because the gas system wasn't thought out. The PDXSD's big suppressor smooths pressure spikes and keeps the action alive on heavier suppressed loads. It runs either 5.56 or 300 blackout, so you can choose the flavor you need. Want supersonic reach? Run 5.56. Want quiet, subsonic bite for cramped spaces? 300 blackout subs are your friend. Maxim engineered the internals to survive the abuse. It's not an interesting concept rifle, it's a mission rifle. The weight and balance are tuned for real work. With that big suppressor and a duty-grade build, the rifle lands in a weight class that feels stable for follow-ups. It's not a featherweight toy, and it doesn't pretend to be. You'll notice the balance, the mass shifted back towards the receiver, so it swings and settles better than a nose-heavy cannon barrel setup. Before 2025, getting one of these felt like walking through a bureaucratic swamp. Slow approvals, reclassification anxiety, and supply pauses made buyers think twice. After the policy shift, suppressed systems like the PDXSD returned to circulation. Approvals moved faster, manufacturers could plan, dealers stocked shelves. If you want a purpose-built suppressed rifle with no aftermarket hacks, the PDXSD is the practical answer, if your budget can handle it. Price-wise, you're into real money. It's not cheap. But for people who run suppressed rifles as tools, the PDXSD is worth that cost because you're buying engineering, reliability, and a design that doesn't require constant fiddling. CZ Scorpion 3 Plus Micro. Number 1 on the list is simple and effective. The CZ Scorpion 3 Plus Micro. Sometimes the best tool is the one that doesn't overcomplicate things, the Scorpion 3 Plus Micro brought modern ergonomics and reliability to a classic straight blowback design and then got hit by the brace meltdown. Now it's back. And for good reasons. What makes it tick? A cold, hammer-forged 4.2-inch barrel, straight blowback action, flared magwell, ambidextrous controls, and an improved grip angle that actually matters when you're running drills. It's short, lightweight, and built to perform without the boutique price premium. The Scorpion platform has always been a solid host for suppressors and PCC tasks because blowback operation and simple internals make it forgiving and reliable. The brace crackdown threatened to reclassify braced pistols like the Scorpion as short-barreled shotguns. Yes, shotguns, which was legally absurd and terrifying for owners. Dealers paused shipments, people sat on orders, and the market cooled. Once the brace rule was torched in 2025, the Scorpion 3 Plus Micro snapped back to being what it always was. A pistol that's fun at the range, practical for home defense, and perfectly suited to PCC-style setups. You can run it suppressed or unsuppressed. It eats a wide range of 9mm loads with minimal fuss. It's affordably priced, around $1,300, and undercuts a lot of boutique options while delivering the kind of reliable performance you want for everyday carry in a larger vehicle, house defense, or compressed kit. If you're into drills, mag dumps, or clearing a tight space, the Scorpion 3 Plus Micro is a no-nonsense tool that puts function over flash. That combination of simplicity, reliability, and modern ergonomics is exactly why it tops this list. It's approachable for new builders and familiar enough for old hands to trust. 8 guns, 1 major rollback, and a reminder that freedom doesn't just protect rights, it fuels innovation. From integrally suppressed rifles to braced pistols reborn, 2025 proved that when overreach fades, creativity roars back. Whether you're a collector, a builder, or a shooter who trains for the worst day, now's your moment to grab what was once untouchable. Stay armed with knowledge. Like, share, and subscribe to Survival Gear Armory because the next wave of gear freedom is already loading.